It's Doug!
I was right.
You were right. It flashed it for a second and then went away, so I was like, wait, whoa, rewind. I want to look at that face in depth. And when I rewound and stuck my face all the way in my monitor over there, I was like, oh my god, there's no one else that could fucking be.
No, I saw it for like a split second and I started freaking out and like throwing the broccoli like up and down. I was like losing my mind too. Though,
oh my god.
I did not realize that Dunk was Ramil's half-brother, whose name was crossed off.
Yeah.
Because the letters match up.
Oh, yes, that's right. We were like,
Yes.
We were trying to figure out what the fuck was.
I did not realize that part. I did not realize he owned the orphanage and then chose to attack the children there.
Yeah, I was getting confused because he was like, oh, this guy is like, he's the priest of the orphanage, and then he was like, he's unconscious now, and I'm like, wait, so that's the guy that Jet was like going into, and he's being like, don't worry, I'll kill the bloodline, and then I'm like, not his dad. He was calling him father, but that's because he's a priest.
Right, but he was old.
That's what I was like, wait, but wasn't he wrinkly? Like, I was like so confused. So like, what is going on there? I want to know what the is happening. I don't know, confused.
But I was suspicious once I found out his name was Dracul. Like, once I realized that, I was like, you mean Dracula?
She said Father Dracul, and I said, oh, you mean the guy with the fucking vampire ass name? That guy? Yeah, he didn't do anything. Like,
yeah, he's a father, not a vampire that attacked this place.
Like, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was. I'm so excited to talk about this. This was really good. We got a lot of lore stuff.
We got a lot of lore.
But how was your week this week? Before we jump into that.
How was my week this week? I've been proactive about filming because surprise, I'm going to Boston tomorrow and we're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. So I was like, I have to get things done before that, especially Monday's uploads and especially Tuesdays because I don't want to worry about it when I come home on Monday. So that, you know, I gotta do it now. But like, so before this, I filmed 4 of my Patreon shows, and I'm filming the other 4 of my Patreon shows, and then plus Revamp, so 5. And then after this, I'll film 3 more things I need to do for Patreon, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day editing like crazy. I'm gonna try not to stay up too late because my bus is at like 8 a.m. But before Revamp, the last thing I reacted to was Pokemon episode 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's Bulbasaur! Because here's the thing, I don't look at the titles until I, like, go and click on the episode. Like, I start my audio recording, I start my camera, and then I go to the website,
right,
and then I make the screen recorder, like, the correct size, and then I scroll down to the episode. So I was like, oh, wait, let me get the army! And so I, like, lined the back. I put a shelf here, by the way, so that's new. I put my entire, all of my Bulbasaurs on the shelf. Like, just, it was a fun time. So that happened. What else happened? What else happened this week? Because I put up my shelf, I've decided to change it out with every, like, video. So, like, if I have a group's stuff, I'll put it on the back. Like, if I have ATs, I'll put AT stuff on the back shelf. And for, I fucking forgot. Fuck. For Revamp, I was gonna put, because I went down to find my Lightinies for the AT stuff.
Yeah.
And I found a bunch of BL stuff, like the dragon from Lovely Rider and the Together dolls, and I was like, oh, perfect, I'll use these for BLs. And I took all the Bulbasaurs down, and I went to I was gonna put up the others, for the BL reaction, and I forgot, they're sitting over there. No! But that's okay. Next time. So that happened. I went down to my garage to, like, get a bunch of stuff. I found Cookie. So there's a lot of stuff down there in the garage that I have not been able to look at in a while because it's been down in the garage. So might do that if I have time. Which I won't. I still need to pack. I still need to do laundry so that I have something to wear tomorrow. I'm pretty sure my purple sweatshirt or my purple hoodie is literally just sitting like in a pile on my chair in the living room. It's like scrunched up inside the cushion, so I really need to like drag it out and just throw it in the laundry and try and get it done before tomorrow. As I said, though, I leave at like 8 in the morning. I woke myself up at 6 to film though, so I did pretty well today. I was working a bit this week. I had some extra shifts, which I'm gonna need because Christmas. and also travel, because I've signed up for a ticket pre-sale for a Twice concert. And
Ooh.
I told myself, I was like, I probably won't even try for tickets, but like, I just want to see how much they are. Knowing me, I'm gonna go in there and be like, yep, I'll buy them. Because the show that I signed up for the pre-sale for is a day before my birthday.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to go. So I might try for tickets, and then as long as they're not over $300, I will do my best to get a ticket. And it's in New York this time, and not New Jersey, so that'll be different. But I have time to save and for like a hotel and stuff, and travel downwards as well. And I have Christmas ahead at work, which is going to mean a lot of extra hours,
Which means a lot more
it's
money.
going to be, which means a lot more money. It also means less time for YouTube, so I'm not going to be sleeping much.
Yep.
I'll be like, film, work, edit, film, work, edit, film, work, edit. There will be no sleeping. So I'll sleep on my days off.
Yeah.
But so that's gonna be tough. But like, I want to see Twice, so it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And because of that, I've decided to start a new series on my channel called Concert Prep. So if I ever like am gonna be going to a concert and I feel like I'm behind on a group, I'll do like Concert Prep episode 1 twice, Concert Prep episode 2 twice, until the concert happens. And then I'll go on to the next group, wherever I have the next concert. So I thought it'd be fun. Be a good time. What else did I do this week? I was very behind on my uploads. So like I was editing things the night before they were supposed to come out. My back is like at, I think, 85-90%, so it's a bit better. It's still like sore when I sit for too long, but like it's been okay. Other parts of my body though have started to give up on me, so it's a fun domino effect. I don't know what the fuck's happening with me. But yeah, that's fun. And then tomorrow's Boston. I'm so excited. I get to do an escape room. I've never done one before, and I'm so excited
for that.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. And we're gonna get chicken and beer, and we're gonna see BTS, and I'm gonna bring a JK and just pass it off to someone else who's there for the same thing. So,
yeah.
And I'll bring one for you too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have extra JKs. Yeah, imagine I just bring one JK. Sorry, I'm gonna give this to someone else.
I know. I'm like, what?
I think that's how my week was. Honestly, I don't feel like there was much else that happened. I'm looking around my room to see if I don't think anything else was. Nah. How was your week?
Pretty good. Like, so the whole McDonald's tiny hand thing. My method works. I'm telling you, it works.
Okay.
I ordered like a 4-piece, 6-piece, and burger, and I got 3 different ones. I got J-Hope, Jimin, and V, which is ironic because last time I got Jin and Suga. So then I got so I'm going in or like a line now.
Yeah, you're kind of going in order a little bit. Yeah.
So I just need to go like...
skipped out on Namjoon, and now we're going in order.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna... I don't know, maybe tonight I'll try to go again. Or tomorrow. Before... I don't know. I'm trying to, like, schedule it. See when I can go. I don't know.
I want to say your method totally works, but I don't know if it does, because when I went to buy mine, they had theirs in just like a giant ass bin, just like thrown in. So I feel like they go 1, 2, 3, and by some miracle, the universe said, "You know what? Give them 3 different ones."
I mean, maybe, or maybe it's like it only works here. Maybe my method only works here.
There you go. Maybe.
So, who knows?
Part of me wants to go back to the same McDonald's and be like, "So did you get any more?" But I don't think I will. I'm gonna let it be.
Okay.
That's might be a lie. Anyway.
Yeah, so yesterday, Life of a Showgirl came out.
Yes, I haven't listened to it yet because I've had no time. How was it?
It's so good. It's like 1989, Reputation, and Midnight all in one.
Stop. In 1989 and Midnight specifically are like my 2 favorite ones.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Yeah, like there's not really a bad song on there, I will be honest. It's 12 it's relatively short. It's only like 41 minutes long, the whole album.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Yeah, I'll talk about a little bit of some of them. Ruin the Friendship. One of my faves.
Everyone was talking about that before it came out, yeah.
Took me by there's a twist in there, and there's a twist that affected me personally. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my god.
when you listen to that, think of me and you'll be like, oh shit, that
Oh
track.
shit.
It's great. The fact I accurately predicted what would be about is kind of iconic, I will say. So
What?
yeah, father figure was a shocker that I really liked.
Oh.
It's not what you think. I will actually almost every song on the album is not what you think.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So it's very fun, very good. I ended up going to a club last night where it was to celebrate the life of the showgirl. Though I didn't always play Taylor Swift songs, which kind of pissed me off. Though they did play Your Idol, which I sent you the video of, very drunkenly.
You did. I
singing
was like,
to
bruh,
it.
I want to go there.
And the reason why was because I was the only person in like my little group of people who were there who knew it, which was unfortunate. Yeah. So
Tell them to watch it. How have you not watched it?
I don't know. Yeah, my friend's friend who was there with us was like, "Why are they floating?" And I'm like, "They're demons." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my god, friends, from me. Pretty please watch it.
I'm like, yeah, I think my friend's friend, she said she was gonna watch or like was planning to but never did or like is going to or something.
Mm.
My friend will not. She does not like animation. She does not like K-pop. She's not into that stuff. She wouldn't vibe with that. But I still recommend it to her. But whatever. But yeah, it was good. There was a little bit of a over drinking and vomiting experience last night.
I'm betting you were like, hey.
Not from me.
Not from you?
No, it was not me.
Oh, that's new. That's new.
It was not. I swear, I was the one who was in control and like helping my
Oh
friend
my
who was
gosh.
going through it. So
Let's promise both to each other that we don't do that tomorrow because the escape room won't let us in. If
yeah,
we
I
do.
know. We can't do that tomorrow.
One beer and soju each. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I think I'm on my way pretty much.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think anything
I've been
else
laying
happened.
horizontal for most of it.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Oh yes. Hi.
Yes, Fortnite. Fortnite
Oh,
has.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, they have K-pop demon hunters in the game now, and there's also a new game mode specifically during the Halloween season for the month called Demon Rush, which is a reskin of the game mode Horde Rush, where basically like a bunch of like zombified things run at you, but this time they're demons from K-pop demon hunters and a couple of other enemies. And I lasted until like the first boss, and then I died, and I was like, what is this? Why is this happening to me? And so it's actually quite hard. But I got the girlies. I got the girlies in the game now. And my skin currently is Zoe, obviously. It's not going to change for a while. And they have no jam tracks, which is pissing off a lot of people. And I'm like, I agree. Like, why? How do you have a musical movie in the game, and you've not added any of the songs for like Fortnite Festival or any extra stuff? That's really weird. And
do you think it's like a rights thing? Like,
I wonder if that is
songs?
because I know the songs are under, I think it's Republic Records, and then the movie's under Sony and Netflix. So it's two different entities technically. But there are songs in the game that are from Republic Records. So I'm wondering if it's because music typically takes longer to get rights to. Like
Maybe.
because like we have more copyright issues when it comes to music in any of these platforms than TV shows. Like TV shows get copyrighted, but music gets heavily copyrighted,
Right.
like nuts. So I'm wondering if that's the reason. But everyone's like, "Where are the jam tracks? What the hell?" So the cool thing about Demon Rush though is that like, because the reason I wanted the jam tracks is because you can set it as your drop music when you drop out of the bus. So I was like, I want to set it to how it's done and then jump out of the bus and like zoom down like they do in the movie. So I was like, it's pissing me off, I can't do that. But in Demon Rush, they actually have you do that. Like you jump from the bus and how it's done starts playing. And I'm like, oh, thank you. At least I got to live that dream.
Right.
Anyway, that was my K-pop Demon Hunters Fortnite rant. Continue.
Anyway, Revamp. We start off with Jet. Getting the these are not the droids you're looking for moment.
Yeah, however, who the fuck did that? Because Ramil was shot up and they told him to get out of there, and he's the one with the mind reading powers.
Yeah, I'm wondering, there could be like some mystery where it was someone else. It could be Dracul or whatever his name is later. Well, no, because we think he's better right now. I actually don't know. But maybe it's more like, I don't know, he like, well, he got knocked out by the end. So maybe he just heard that and it's just like, Like, maybe it didn't happen to him, but you remember hearing that through the, like, speaker. Because remember, him and Elise were in the van or wherever, listening to, like,
Yeah.
what was going on. And he says the mind control power is what, like, fucked up our plan.
I have a theory.
Okay, what's your theory?
This just came to me, so it might not be well thought through.
Okay.
What if, because we're confused as well on, like, why Father Dracul is old if he's going to be one of the vampires. Like, we're like,
Well,
wow, he's
I have
old.
a theory for that, actually.
I have a theory for that as well. My theory ties into this moment here a little bit. My theory is that I'm just going to keep saying Dunk because I'm not sure about the pronunciation of the name yet. Dunk goes and is still young, is still like himself. However, he's been able to like he either he hurt someone or like was able to use someone as like a not dummy because they're fucking real, but you know what I mean. To lay there and be like sick and unconscious and in a coma. He's like, this person's in a coma, I'm gonna use them, put them here. And then years later, Jet's like, wait, he's still alive, when they all kind of like regrouped and is like, oh, don't worry, Father, I'll like help, because he's aged. You don't fucking know. It's like, oh, he's aged. Well, then he's not the guy who tried to kill me. He is an aged man. He obviously some other vampire killed me. So now Dunk is free to roam around everywhere and be like, oh, let go of your mission, whatever, and mind control people, because apparently he maybe can do that. He's his half brother. He could have similar powers to him. So I'm guessing the Father Dracul that is in a coma or laying there sick is a fake, and Dunk is using him as a cover to run around and do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't know what the plan is yet, but that's my theory.
Could be. My thought is that Dunk, or Dracul, or whatever you want to call him, lost his powers somehow. Maybe after he attacked the orphanage was when he got banned from the family.
Do you lose your powers when you get banned from the family?
I don't know. But we know he was a half-brother with a different mother who got banned from the family and disappeared. And maybe it was after that event? Or maybe it was Ramil himself, because because our theory is still that Ramil was there that night somehow.
Yes.
So maybe Ramil did something, and like maybe if the necklaces come back into play, maybe the necklaces has his powers, and maybe Dracul or Dunk is using Jet to get all the necklaces to give him power back. If the necklaces do have power, which we still don't know if they have power or if they're just really cool accessories that I desperately want. We don't know.
Have we checked?
I checked afterwards. I checked, all the time. But I think it might be this week because they're now introducing other plushes again.
Yeah, I'm like the plushes here.
Because I feel like they're going to introduce everything that's going to be on sale and then put them all out, I think.
And then put it out.
I'll be checking.
Because I need to be able to have money when that happens. So, like, we need to, like, can we put it out, like, a few weeks from now when I have Christmas money? Please. Because I want to buy him.
We'll have to do it when the show's still airing, though.
I know. I want the plush and the necklace, but I know that's going to be annoyingly expensive.
It will be.
Because I have to buy twice tickets, too, apparently.
I just want a necklace and the ring. That's what I want.
Yeah. I want the necklace, and I want the plush. Those are my two.
I want a necklace and the ring. I might take the plush too, depending on like how much it is. But like,
it's cute. It's their baby.
That was precious, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Anyway, Jet's talking about like my plan fell apart because he had mind control powers, which is something he didn't know about. And Elise is there comforting him, and she's like, "We did everything we could." And Jet's trying to figure out if there's some sort of way to deal with his powers.
Yeah.
Which we're guessing is his plan moving forward.
I don't know if there's gonna be a way to counteract the powers. It would only be like, yeah, if that theory works out, then yes, the necklace. But if it doesn't work out, then I don't think there'd be a way to like counteract that power, unless you just completely immobilize Ramil, which they want to do. Like if Ramil's out of the picture, then they don't have to worry about it. However, if he's up and about, I feel like there's no way to counteract that. Like unless you wear like a Magneto style metal helmet, like I feel like there's no way to stop like getting in there, you know?
Yeah, you gotta act first before I can use the mind control.
Yeah, he's fast though.
But I am wondering if maybe like the necklaces are the power, and if you like take the necklace off Ramil, then maybe all his, like, Methus, Meccan, and Kiar also lose their powers because Ramil was the one who turned them. And so it's like that whole line lose their power because they don't have the necklaces. Like the humans to vampires don't have the necklace. But all the pure blood vampires who are born vampires do.
Yes, yes.
Which I feel like that must mean something.
God, this lore is killing me. I really want to figure this out.
I need to know the necklace. That's
I
all
need
I
to
want.
know. I need to know the lore.
Anyway, then back in the room, Pun is helping tuck in Meccan, who is still injured, and Kiar comes in.
I thought it was Ramil he was tucking in for a second there because of everything that just happened in the forest. I thought he was tucking in Ramil. And so, like, Ramil, like, says something later as they're all standing there. I was like, how the fuck did you get out of bed? Oh, no, it must be Meccan. I was like, damn, you are fast.
well, Meccan's the one who was injured. He got stabbed, remember? By the person he healed?
He was, yeah. But a lot of shit happened in the forest. Everyone was weak at one point, and I was like, oh, he's being sweet and tucking him in? No, it's
No. But Kiar comes in, and he's mad at Pun for everything that happened. And starts, again, lashing out on him.
Yeah.
Though I will say, this time around...
He's pissing me off.
Do you say he's pissing you off?
Yup, he's pissing me off.
I actually felt different this time. This time, it was more not from a place of, like, oh, he's jealous about the whole, like, Pun with Ramil thing. This was almost like you could tell, like, if you really pay attention to Kiar, was that he was genuinely worried and upset for Meccan and all the other vampires who died. And so he is blaming Pun, which he shouldn't, but it's more like lashing out at, like, he right now he can't go blame any of the other hunters, so Pun's the next best, like, surrogate for that.
Yeah, I know, but he's pissed me off. Like, he's making me real angry, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this episode especially, I was like, bro's like, because he walks out in a second, he's just like, well, I'm just not gonna do what our master says. Let's just go, like, fuck him up. And I'm like, okay, well, now we're deliberately disobeying. And while I'm not here for, masters and servants, and, yeah, sure, do whatever you want. And I'm sure Ramil would feel the same. He's probably gonna be like, I'm not here to, like, tell you what to do.
Right.
Like, he would not be that kind of person. Like, he's their master in vampire theory. But, like, I don't think he'd ever be okay with being like, you should be subordinate to me. But, like, also... now we're staging vampire mutiny? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, Kiar's pissing me off, bro.
Well, the hunters just attacked and killed a handful of the other vampires.
True, so take it up with them. I'm not one of them anymore. Yeah, that's what he's doing. But before he did do that, he took it out on Pun. He's not a part of this anymore. He said, no, I'm done. He said it to their face.
But he does call out Pun for being a hunter because, again, remember, he was right about Pun being a hunter.
Yes.
And that whole thing.
Honestly, but that was coming from a place of jealousy. That was coming from no evidence whatsoever until he got the photo.
Yeah.
It was zero evidence. He was just like, I fucking hate you because I wanted that spot.
Right.
He's pissing me off.
I will say, we talk a lot about a family dynamic in this episode, and I realize the vampires plus Pun have a very family dynamic that I find kind of fun, which is Ramil's like the dad of the family. Pun's like the new, like, step parent coming in the picture. Kiara is the angsty teen. Methus is like a responsible, like, eldest child, and Meccan is the, like,
the favorite youngest.
Yeah, exactly. They all, like, have, like, their family dynamic. So Methus being like, or not Methus, Kiara being like the angsty middle teen child, makes sense for his character.
It does. It just pisses me off.
I'm very interested where he's gonna go. Like, I'm wondering, because here odds are he's gonna get all the vampires he took with him killed. Correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because he's doing things irrationally. He's lashing out quickly instead of thinking about his next move.
Because he's the angsty teen. And I'm wondering if that will, like, affect, because we know that both Methus and Meccan had moments where they were both like betrayed and hurt, and, like, that kind of taught them how to, like, where Methus was more loyal and responsible, and Meccan learned to, like, help people and, like, not control his own like instincts or whatever. I don't think Kiara really has had that moment happen yet, so I'm wondering if he does, like, pretty much lead these vampires to their death, if that will be the moment that changes him.
Maybe. I don't want anyone to die, but I want to say I would hope so, because he needs something to happen for him to be like, I am at fault at some things here.
Yeah.
I've done some shit. I have done some shit.
Because remember, even before Kiar, Kiar's only experience with humans when he was a human was that they were trying to kill him and sacrifice
Yeah,
him. Like,
good point.
so he probably didn't even like humans when he was a human, let alone now that he's
Yeah,
a vampire and humans are literally coming and killing his own vampire kind. Like, it makes sense why he has like that whole like trigger with other humans specifically. And I do
it does
wonder
make
if
sense.
he realizes that his actions led to a bunch of vampires dying, if that will kind of like flip a switch in his head.
It definitely makes sense. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I wish this man like took the time at any point in
He's
the
the
last
angsty
100 or so
teen.
years.
There's no
He's I
time.
know. I just wish he took the time at some point in the last 100 years to at least step into the human world just a little bit, just to see what other humans were like. But I get that he had trust issues from that and he wouldn't. But if he did take that opportunity, then he would have other experiences with humans rather than just the one that ended up getting him turned. Because that was 100 or so years ago. But like that one moment made him go, I'm just gonna stick with vampires. And then he ended up creating like a whole cult where he's the leader of a bunch of other, honestly, humans. They're like, he's like, now I'm above you. And if he had another experience aside from that, just one other
Mm.
positive experience, I feel like it would have opened the door for him to learn to accept the other side, learn to branch out. But he had no experiences, and like I'm not faulting him for that because I get that he's traumatized from
Right.
when he was a child, but it's just a shame that he didn't because now he annoys me.
Well, if I'm right about the whole like him leading all the other vampires to their slaughter and like that really like flipping a switch in his head, that's
Yeah,
character growth. Like, if that had already happened, we wouldn't be able to see his character growth. He'd be just like Methus or Meccan. Where like this, maybe we can actually see it, and that's I think more interesting in a show.
yeah. Because
So
the others have had their character growth. We just haven't seen it exactly.
yeah, it was off screen,
He
but
It was off screen. We've
we
heard
have heard
about
about
it,
it,
but
which
we
is
didn't see
interesting.
it.
But
But Kiara, as far as we know, has not changed one fucking bit
no.
from when he was almost sacrificed. And maybe he needs to, and maybe something needs to happen where he will.
Hmm. Anyway, then Jack gets a call that apparently an 18-year-old, so we know Pokpong is 18,
Yeah, yeah.
is asking to enter the pub. Pokpong's out there begging the uh, bouncer, whoever, to let him in. But then, which twin is this?
What? I don't fucking know anymore. One of the twins. I've given up.
One of the twins hears that Pokpong's like, "I'm Pun's brother. Jet knows me," and he's like,
Did he have longer? Did he have longer, shaggier hair, or did he have?
"I can
shorter?
only tell when you're next to each other."
What does his hair look like? Is it down to his shoulders, ish? Maybe a little.
His like the front of his hair is like down to his cheek.
Ah! Hang on. Let me figure this out. He looks like the more lethal twin. Like the one that likes the guns and the knives and all that, not the man in the chair.
Okay, so that one overhears that, and he's like, "Oh, you're Pun's brother? Come with me," and introduces him to Jet.
Shit.
And he's like, "I can't find my brother. Like, I found your card in his shop, and the guy said that you spent a lot of time here, and so I came to see you, see if you knew where he is, because he's worried about him and worried that he's involved in dangerous stuff." So I like the fact he didn't just assume his brother was a serial killer, like I would have.
Yeah, I would have. I would have been like, "Ooh, this is not good. Like,
Yeah.
what am I about to do?" Like,
So he just thinks he's involved in some dangerous stuff,
yes.
and then Jet's like, "I'll take you to see Pun."
No, the second he said that, I was like, "No, he's not.
No, he's
He's
not.
literally not. There's no way he's gonna. Like, he's gonna like the. I was like, this man's about to get brainwashed, 100%. Like the look on Jet's face is so like, oh, an opportunity. Like, I want to punch him.
I think he found his way to refute
found his
Ramil's
way.
mind reading power.
He found his way. I found his way. I'm so upset.
Which is
Yeah, because bro, that's not good. Because if it comes down to it, and he needs to read Pokpong's mind, he knows that Pun wouldn't want him to,
so he
and that it
won't bother
almost
doing it.
ruined them. He won't do it. Pun, even in a moment where Pun shockingly would even say, "It's okay, do it." He's like, "No, I promised I wouldn't. I don't. I know you're saying it's okay now, but like this almost ended us, and I'm not doing it. That's a line I won't cross now. So, oh, might be screwed here."
Yeah. Then Pun's on the rose garden at the roof, and Ramel joins him. And he tells them like, "Hey, don't overwater the plants; they'll drown."
Yeah, I tried to
And
grow a rose in a plant once, and it didn't grow at all.
yeah.
I put a little seed in the dirt, and I would water it, and nothing happened.
Oh.
Ever.
And then Ramel's looking at the roses and says that, "I wish I could read the roses' minds. I wish I knew what they wanted and what was wrong with them, so I could help."
And I'm like, it's interesting that he said that, because it makes me think, like, obviously he's thinking right now, if I could read your mind right now, I would know what's wrong and I could help at moment's notice.
Yeah.
But also it makes me go, well, this is a good thing then that he's asked you not to, because then it builds communication between the two of them. And
Right.
Ramel gets to kind of see it from the human perspective of let's talk, instead of let me read your mind so I can help immediately, you know?
Yeah, because then Pun says, he's like, "I just feel bad for being the reason that your family's fighting." And he says, "If family means the people I love, then you're my family too."
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You're part of this.
And Ramil tells me, he's like, "Don't listen to Kiara. Like, I know him well enough to know that he's just like, it's not worth following him right now."
No.
And then Ramil says, like, "From now on, I want you to talk to me. I don't want you to feel alone." Which I really like, because again, it's not him. He's not reading his mind, obviously, but he is asking him to communicate with him and tell him how he's feeling, so he doesn't need to like read his mind or anything. And like, if like, I'll ask him to open up to him.
Yeah.
As opposed to him doing it himself via reading minds. Pun says that he's never really been loved like this before. And Ramil says, "Get used to it, because from now on, I'll love and take care of you the best I can."
I love them so much. There's so many cute moments with them in this episode. Oh my god.
Like, their moments were very fluffy, which I did enjoy.
They were so fluffy, which is great, because when you get a sprinkle of fluff in a dramatic show, it works very well.
But also other things not around them were very like lore heavy and like plot driven.
Yes.
So it's like they can have their fluff moment, because last time was our kind of like quote unquote BL Beach episode, just in a painting.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the sweet, cute, fluffy stuff like normal.
Yeah.
It was very emotional and like
stressful.
Yeah, stressful. This is more like the fluff part of that.
It's
just
domesticity.
Yes. Yes.
They're all domestic and shit, and it's adorable.
Very domestic. I love it.
When you balance tropes well, a show does well. What a shocker.
Yes. Then they kiss in the rose garden, which I really liked.
Yes, they do. What if we kissed in the rose garden?
And they do.
And they do. And it's so cute. And there's fairy lights all around them.
It's like it's like the vision mind reading dream, but real this time.
Oh yeah! Oh, it totally is. I see that. I see you right.
He made his dream come true.
Oh,
say.
That's so lovely.
Oh, wow! I just saw that.
You're like, hey, that came off the top of my head. I should get an award for that.
I mean, I should get an award for what's revealed at the end of this episode. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I deserve an award.
Whatever. You guessed it. Whatever. Just because I didn't look at everyone's fucking ear.
So then the next day, Pun brings Mekan some food, and they're all kind of talking about Kiara and what's going on with him. And Mekan says, like, a little later, I'll go find him and try to talk to him. So then Ramil leaves, and Method says he's gonna look into more about the hunters to find out what their real motive is.
Good.
And I will say, I am wondering, but I think I know the answer to this, why Pun didn't just really reveal it to them.
Well, it's probably hard for him to talk about, for one.
Well, that's because we get that later when he apologized to Ramil for doing that. Like,
yeah.
I do think he feels a lot of shame and guilt for that in the past, where he doesn't obviously want to talk about it. So he kind of like is like pressing that down until that conversation with Ramil, which was great, by the way. Love that.
Oh, it was wonderful. And I think also, while he doesn't want to talk a bit about it, I feel like he feels like it's not super important that he needs to talk about it because he believes, I would think, that the vampire that did it originally is dead, and him and his friends this whole time have just been going after the lineage and all the other vampires in the world who had nothing to do with the incident.
Right.
So he would think, oh, there was an incident, but I don't need to talk about it now because yes, it started everything, but it would be pointless to talk about it if I was forced to, because you guys don't have anything to do with that. So it wouldn't benefit us in any way. However, not actually dead.
No, he is not.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see Dunk as a vampire. You don't.
I really am.
You don't even know I'm
ready.
gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be great.
I'm so ready. It's gonna be so good.
Anyway, then Methus leaves, and Meccan's like, "Wow, vampires are posers, huh?"
He's like, "It's okay. I can say that. I'm a vampire."
Yeah, and Pun's like, "You're a vampire," and it's like, "Yeah, I know, but if we're counting in like human years, I'm probably younger than you."
I think this is their way of justifying the relationship.
Well, we looked up last time where there's nothing really illegal with anything.
Yeah, I know. It's still
I feel like it's definitely iffy for us in like the Western part of the world.
Yeah, it's also iffy in just like it's iffy all the time because in general, vampire age is weird. Like, because you don't look the age you actually are.
That's the thing. Like, vampire logic is weird.
Vampire logic is weird. It's complicated to talk about.
So and because he says like he was probably younger than Pun, like I think that's their way of saying like his body's still like 18, 19 maybe. I don't know how old Pun is really.
Neither do I.
So yeah, I like that they did actually like, hint at this to kind of like make it better than what we thought originally. And looking at the Thai law and stuff, I think it's like,
yeah. I mean, it's legal. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to take it first. Like I'm
willing. Yeah.
Like
I'm fine with seeing where the story goes. When I first started this, I was like, "Ew, please, no, don't make it a thing."
Right.
But with all the content we have gotten, I will say, I'll see where it goes. But like, personally, probably not going to be my favorite. But
yeah.
I'll let it be. As long as everyone's happy and
right.
it's legal and it's morally okay, fine.
A lot of times with vampire logic, I do tend to just like look past that. I'm like, if you're a vampire and you look young enough, fine. Like, I'm not gonna think too much about it. I know you're like 500 years old or whatever. I don't care. Just like, don't look like 40-year-old with like a 16-year-old. Like, I think
that would be fucking creepy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like,
anyway, enough about vampire logic.
Enough about vampire logic.
We're just getting weird now.
Yup. It's just going off the rails.
Yeah, where do you need to stop? This is weird. Anyway, then this is where he starts talking about that he's the youngest of the brothers, because they're like, again, the found family brothers, and I talked about the family dynamic with the 5 of them originally, which I think fits quite nicely. If you
I don't think it does.
Yeah, Meccan's the the youngest, who's like the nice one, and everyone like is like sweet and kind. Kiara's the angsty middle teen, and Methus is the responsible eldest.
Yes, I see that.
And Ramil's dad, who's raised them, and Pun's like the step parent coming into the picture, and like the angsty teen doesn't like that, obviously. So like,
nope, because the angsty teen is in love with the father.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look past that and then take that out of the picture, because then that gets.
And then
weird.
I said it immediately.
And you just went for it, and I've raised you proudly.
It's different for us. Usually I'm the one who's like, yeah, and you're like, so this.
I hate to say it, but I know you don't get this reference, but that was a very father figure moment. From me to you. It's weird, but it kind of works. If you listen to the song, I swear, it's not like you think. Listen to the song and you will get it.
I have to listen to the album. I really fucking do.
It's really short. It's only 41 minutes. You can like bang out real fast.
I can listen to it on the bus.
Yeah. Oh, but make sure to read the lyrics too.
Okay, I'll pull up the lyrics.
Trust me.
I'll pull the lyrics and read them. I usually do. When I had my little tortured poets department night, like everyone else was doing it, and I was like, that sounds really cute. I'm gonna have a night for me too. So I cleaned off my table. I poured myself a little it was like some kind of like bubbly, I think it was Monster. I don't even know, mixed with like some kind of strawberry drink. I don't even know. And I had like a bowl of just like gummy worms or something. I don't know. I was like, I'm treating myself. I made some strawberries. It was nice. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And I had my lights were dimmed, and it was all on my TV with the big ass lyrics popped up next to it. So I'm gonna do all that on the bus. It sounds fun because I need to, and I know I'll forget if I don't.
Yes, and then you will understand the little bit of a father figure moment in that moment.
Okay, I shall keep it in mind when I listen to it.
But yeah, and then Mekin says like, you know, one of them can run fast, one of them can talk to birds, one of them can read minds, even though Ramel can technically do all of them. Yeah. But compliments Pun because no one can cook.
Yeah.
Then we're at the antique shop, and Pun and Ramil enter, and Ramil's like, oh, is Pokpong not here? And he says, no, he's probably at part-time job.
That is part-time job, yeah. Which, normal, because he does skip out sometimes.
But then he texts him saying, I won't be back for a week.
That's weird. And the second he said that, I was like, that's not him. That is not him. And Pun immediately followed up with, he usually doesn't text me the time. And I'm like, aha! Almost as if someone else is doing that.
Right. See, I actually missed the whole text thing. I heard him talk about it later, but I missed reading the text. Because as soon as he pulled out the broccoli, I went to grab my broccoli.
Oh, the broccoli. That's right. I keep forgetting about the broccoli.
Did you not get it again?
I didn't get it again. I'm sorry. He was holding it too, and my brain immediately went, oh, he's got broccoli. I just see it as broccoli. I don't see it the way you do, because I don't have the plushie.
He literally crouches down watching him cook the broccoli like a fucking puppy.
He did do that. I was noticing that. I was like, oh, he's like a puppy doing that. But I didn't peep the broccoli again. I'll try. Maybe third time's the charm. If we get broccoli again, I'll be sure to pay attention.
I doubt you got the other reference, which we'll talk about later.
Oh shit! There was another reference.
There was.
Oh man.
Yeah. So then Ramil is like, is something wrong? Are you worried about Pokpong? And this is where Pun says he never texted me, but now he did, so it's weird. And Ramil's like, maybe he ran off with a lover. And Pun's like, he wouldn't do that. And he's like, you did.
You did.
Maybe runs in the family. So they go down and they pulled out steam buns.
Steam buns.
Which is a reference.
Shit, is it?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is a reference to Boon Prem's, like, quote-unquote child mascot of Pouty. Remember when we watched that video?
Yes,
there was the one with the giant, like, steam bun head.
Yes, I do. I do remember that. Oh, now that you're saying that.
I believe that's a reference to that. I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I'm pretty sure it is. And I was like, I think that's reference.
Oh, I was just sitting there going, ooh, that looks delicious. Put some red bean in there. That sounds good.
But also, he starts, like, poking Pun's face. So he's like, steam bun. Steam pun! Steam pun! That comes later, and that was hilarious.
That was hilarious. I was like, nah, that's great, because it's a pun about pun.
But then Pun starts complimenting Ramil about how great of a big brother he is, because he knows what to say and what to do.
Yeah.
And then he pokes Pun's nose and shoves the whole steam bun in his mouth in one bite. Which is a mood.
Let's not choke, though, okay?
He's a vampire.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna be taken out by a steam bun.
I know. He probably could choke, but he'd probably still live. Like,
yeah, he'd be like, this isn't a fun time, but I'm not dying because of it.
Yeah. Because he doesn't breathe.
That's a good point.
That explains why he always eats the hot stuff so fast. Because he doesn't need to breathe.
Oh, yeah, and it's not like it'll probably like burn, but he'll heal like really fast.
Well, he can heal himself.
And he can heal himself, that too. But well, he didn't at the time. He couldn't at the
time.
Well,
in this episode he can.
Yeah, this episode he can.
But in the first one he couldn't.
Nah. But he is a vampire, so he probably could heal pretty easily from it.
Damn, we're connecting all the dots.
Yeah, it's all connecting. I love when shit connects. It makes sense.
I know. Everything's connecting in the perfect puzzle piece.
It's very well made.
So good. Then they go visit Pokpong's foster mother. And she's like, oh, I haven't seen him in a week. I called to ask him about moving to the US, but I'm not sure if he wants to come. So then Megan returns to the hospital, and they're like, oh, you've been out for a while. And they are eating grape jelly, so he's like, ooh, I want that. So he goes to the store to get some, and he's like, weird, Pokpong's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Right as Ramil and Pun enter, and they're like, Pokpong quit?
Yeah, he's like, he quit. And I was like, he quit? Red flag. Red flag. Big red flag. Who quits just like randomly like that? Like, I was waiting for him to be like, yeah, he texted me that he quit or something like that. Or when Pun went
that's
back
probably
in
how he
and
quit.
questioned him. That's probably what it was. So he did not quit. Jet quit for him.
Yes.
Bro's ruining his life just to like brainwash him into coming over to their side. Ah.
Yeah. Then this is where we get the reveal that Mekin knows that Pokpong is Pun's brother.
He's like, oh wow, small world.
Yeah, he's like, well, that's awkward. Because he probably knows all the shit
awkward.
Pokpong was talking about his older brother, who
Yeah.
is now Pun, and he's like, oh, this
like,
is awkward now.
He's like, I've been giving him advice about you. That's interesting.
Yeah. And Pun's happy that Mekin was able to talk to Pokpong and that he had at least someone to talk to. Because he doesn't really talk to him, obviously.
Meckin's nice. He knows Meckin's nice. So he's probably like, oh, honestly, thank God. Thank you for looking after my brother.
At least he has someone.
Yeah.
So then Pun goes inside to talk more to the owner of the store. And Ramil and Mekin start talking about Kiar and what he's planning on doing. And Ramil notices he smells like blood. And he's like, isn't that like worrisome for you at all? And it's like, no, I normally buy these grape jellies to like, add a substitute. Which is like what he tried to do with Pokpong with the cigarettes.
Yes.
So he was using his own, I guess, addiction, quote unquote, to help Pokpong with him, which I think is a great like connection as well.
Yeah. Like, this worked for me, here you go.
Yeah. And Pokpong asks what Ramil likes to eat. Nope. Mekin asks, what?
Mekin asks Ramil
what he likes to eat, and he's like, steamed buns, because, Pun gave them to me.
I called that shit right before he said it. I was like, steamed buns, and he was like, steamed buns. I was like, I didn't think he was actually gonna say.
I said steamed buns and broccoli, but he did not add the broccoli part. Because I knew the broccoli reference.
I was hoping, maybe if he did it again, it would have like clicked something.
You wouldn't have. Not in the same episode.
I know, because I have to be reminded of it, and then I have to go back into it.
Yeah. So then, Pun talks to Ramil, and he's like, I asked him if he knows where Pokpong is, or if something bad was happening when he was working here, but he didn't know. So instead, Ramil gives him the grape jelly candies.
Grape jelly.
And then he feeds him. So then they go back to the little cafe, where the claw machine is, and talk to Pokpong's friend. And he says, I called him yesterday to ask if he wanted to play a game, but he didn't respond. So I texted him, and this was his reply. Not a good time. I'm sleeping over at my partner's.
Weird. Like, we know he doesn't have a partner, and we know that he wouldn't, like, make up that specific lie as well. Like, I feel like that lie is not something that would come from his mouth if he was just trying to cover for himself. So it's like,
first off, it was Jet.
Yeah, exactly, but we didn't know that at the time. We were just guessing.
I knew that at the time. I fucking knew he was having fun.
I basically knew it at the time, but we didn't have actual confirmation that, like, it was like a 100% kind of theory.
The fact that it was all with text and not calling, I feel like was evidence to me that I'm like, okay, this is Jet using his phone to try to separate him from everyone, so he can.
Because it was the second he texted Pun that I was like, this is obviously not Pokpong. It's someone texting, whether it's Jet or one of the twins, I don't know, but it's someone texting for Pokpong, because Pokpong's whole thing of going to see Jet was being like, I don't know where my brother is, and I'm worried about him because I found all these guns in his basement. And so if Pun called him or texted him and was like, hey, I'm back at the house, he would have gone back there and gone like, hey, whoa, what's going on? Because I found all these guns in your basement. Like, I've been looking for you everywhere. I was worried about you. And he didn't. He texted him, actually, I'll be back in a week. I'm like, no, that's weird. Because his whole thing was worried about you. And now that you're texting him, he's suddenly not worried about you. I'm confused. Nope. This was not him.
Yeah.
But, like, this was like, the nail in the coffin that it wasn't him. Because, like, I feel like if he was going to come up with a lie to his friend, that it would not be that. Like, I feel like he'd be like, sorry, I'm spending time with my brother. Or sorry, my family is holding me hostage, basically. Like, I don't know what it was, but it would not be that.
Yeah. So then Ramil sees the claw machine and he's like, let's go. I want to win it again this time.
Yeah, I'll try this time. I'll really try.
And they get one.
They do. They're baby.
And then we have Methus at Michael's orphanage.
Oh, here we go.
So
Oh,
a nun comes over, and she's like, "Oh, are you here to help feed the children?"
I would feed on the children if anything, but like,
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm like, interesting, but okay. And she's like, "No, I just was passing by and wanted to come in."
just come into the orphanage.
I know I'm like random, but okay.
Random.
And he's like, "How long has this place been here?" And she says, "About 10 years." But she only moved here a few years ago.
Yeah. So here's my thing: was the orphanage like brand new when that went down? I wouldn't think
Must have
so.
been.
I'm wondering if because of everything that happened, they kind of like remodeled it and like cleaned up the blood, obviously, but also changed it around because of what happened or something. So
Right,
now
it was like a
technically it's been here 10
grand
years.
opening or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh yeah, something like tragic happened. No one really likes to talk about
Yo.
it." Even though Father Dracul survived the incident.
But the second she said Dracul, I was like, Father, who?
I'm
And
like,
you
Dracula?
and nobody like clocked that was a vampire? Are you kidding?
Well, granted, most of them probably don't believe in vampires.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Jet knows that his name is Father Dracul.
Well, that was before. Wait. That is weird.
That's weird, right? If this man is so hell-bent on killing vampires, then why is he not peeping that his name is Father Dracul?
Unless he knows he's a vampire.
That's what I'm saying. It's very weird because, like, also, like, another theory is that he knows he's a vampire. But, like, then why are his hands all old? It's not the same vampire. It's not Dunk.
Because he lost his power, and he needs to kill Ramil and get all of that blood lineage's necklaces to regain his power.
I like your theory.
The necklaces are important, I swear.
I swear. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I like my theory, but I like your theory too. I feel like they both could work in some form or fashion. It's just which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like because like why else would like Jet, like something's going on there, so why else would Jet not clock that his name was obviously a vampire name?
I mean, you don't want to assume, like...
There's no way. This man studied vampires and makes sure he knows exactly how to kill them, and he doesn't clock that Dracula is the most well-known vampire in the world. How are you not clocking?
Well, it could be because he thought as a Father Dracul as someone who, like, took care of him and, like, raised him and, like, took all of them in. And so he's probably letting his, like, connection with him as his, like, father figure, not to bring that up again, which might actually connect in a way, which we'll get to later, maybe.
Taylor
But
Swift watched Revamp.
it's so good. Anyway, it could just be like he's not thinking of his name as like, oh my god, it sounds like Dracula, he's a vampire. It's more like, no, this is the guy who took all of us in, who raised all of us, unaware that really Dracula was literally pretty much grooming all these children to bring them in to kill them all. Dracula literally brought all these sheeps to the slaughter, and he was slaughtering all of them.
That makes sense, because I feel like if he hadn't known Father Dracul beforehand and he was like hunting down vampires at his current state, he would be like, his name's Dracul, kill him. Like 100%. However, if he did like raise him and was basically like his father figure, so to say, you would first see that person and you wouldn't think you're a vampire, or it wouldn't occur to me to even check, because you've apparently been hurt the same night we were, and now I have to avenge you kind of thing, and it probably wouldn't even register to him. So that does make, especially with the trauma layered on top of it. So yeah.
Especially
I guess that would make sense.
Since, his father figure was the one who was drinking his blood.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And honestly, he probably blocked out because his trauma doesn't want to believe that his, like, father figure... Oh, yes, Emma? You were raising your hand?
Also, if... teacher me. Also, if he has the same power as Ramil, he could have erased the memory.
True.
He could have blocked him from thinking he's a vampire at all.
True.
Oh, it's coming together.
I'm so excited to meet him.
Oh,
you
me too.
Don't even know.
This is gonna be nuts.
Anyway, then Mathis is like, wait, who's Father Dracul? And she's like, oh, he's a priest who owns the orphanage.
He's like, yeah, okay, and who's that?
And he's like, and you said he survived.
Hmm.
Because everyone said the massacre was only the 3 children survived. That's what the...
He read the newspaper. He read the newspaper article.
Yeah, well, he's like, oh, can I get more information? I'll look him up. And she says, no, he doesn't like having his picture taken.
And we know they're not show up in pictures! Oh my god! It's not that he doesn't like his picture taken.
I feel like Mephis knows he's a vampire in this movie.
100%.
Okay.
I think he knew the second he heard the word Dracul.
I know, he'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
Who? I'm sorry, who?
So then,
Father who?
The sister nun takes him to a photo book and starts scrolling through, because there is a drawing of him.
No, she was going through, and there were, like, child's drawings, so I was like, I wonder if this will actually capture, like...
I know, I was like, this is gonna be, like, accurate or not? Because if it's just, like, a stick figure, that's not gonna help me.
That's not gonna help at all.
But there were some, like, real sketches of, like, a nun, like, in there.
Yeah.
Then we're back at the antique shop. Pun says he's been tired from everything that happened. And he's thinking a lot. And Ramil's like, being human is complicated.
True.
Yeah.
It's messy, bro. It's messy.
And she's like, why? Do vampires not, like, think? And he's like, well, no, I mean, it's different, because you have flesh, you breathe.
Yeah.
I don't. I was born a vampire. I never know what that's like.
I pointed this out in my reaction. How 2 people could look similar and be, like, both human-like figures and have such vastly different experiences based on technically who they are. Like, as a human, Pun feels like you got all those messy emotions that come with, like, you knowing that life is short and basing all your decisions off of that and the people you care for. And then you have Ramil, who knows he's not gonna die very easily and has to worry about drinking blood and whether he wants to do that or not and where his next meal is coming from. Both of those, like, upbringings and thought processes are going to create 2 vastly different life experiences. And
Right.
so you, even though they look the same, you're not going to clock for a second that's like, oh, you go through something so different than me. Like, you don't even think about this stuff because you got other way more pressing matters.
Right. So then Ramil rests his head on Pun's chest and says, having a beating heart is so exciting. It changes the speed based on how you're feeling.
Yeah, and he's hearing that speed change.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite scene in the episode. At least,
it is.
I don't know in the show, but in the scene, for sure.
Yeah. Because then Pun sits up and he's like, I'm sorry I killed your clan members in the past.
I was like, I was trying to figure out, like, oh, is he gonna find the necklaces, like, in the door? But then I was like, even if he does, I feel like he would have read his mind earlier on and known that.
Before, yeah.
I like that this was addressed, though. I like that he told him himself and said he was sorry for it. Like,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he asks, he's like, do you hate me for lying? Do you hate me for being a hunter in the past? And Ramil's like, I have to ask my boss. And he's like, what? And he's like, this little toy is my boss.
It's their child. Because, like, literally, Pun was gonna try and get one too so they could have matching ones, and he's like, oh, well, we'll just have to share this one. It's their child. It's literally their child. This tiny baby vampire.
Yeah.
What's a mashup of their names? Pun, Ramil.
Run.
Punmill? Run. Can you name him Run? Honestly, I like that. I'm gonna name him Run.
Run. And he has the power of speed.
Run with 2 N's, he's got the power of speed. I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna put him right here on the back shelf.
Great.
With all the other BL
Run,
stuff.
power, speed with, steam buns.
Yes, with steam buns. I love.
There you go, that's their child. Run.
Run with 2 N's.
And then he takes a little toy and he's like, oh, does it look like me? And Pun's like, no, it doesn't. And he's like, you're right, I'm more handsome than this thing.
Oh my gosh. Don't say that in front of him.
We get a little montage of, like, you know, them eating the ramen again, and them doing dishes and throwing soap on each other. And it was very domestic, very cute.
Very cute.
Them brushing their teeth was actually, like, really wholesome.
God, did you peep? Did you peep in the mirror? Peep in the mirror. Go peep in the mirror. I peeped it, and I was like, oh my god. You can see Pun brushing, like, something, but there's nothing there.
Oh my god!
How cool is
I didn't even clock that. I was so obsessed with the domestic brushing teeth that I completely missed. That is well done. That is a good catch, because that could have easily
That's a
been
really good catch.
like they could have easily messed up with
Yeah.
that.
That's what I said in my reaction. I was like, I wouldn't have even thought to do that, because I would have just been like, oh, it's a mirror. They're brushing their teeth. I would not have clocked it, because I would have been focusing on the domestic part, which I was. I was like, oh my god, this is so domestic. It's so cute. And then it flashed for a second, and I went, wait, whoa, what the fuck is happening there?
I didn't even
That was
realize
such a good movie.
they pointed towards the mirror. I thought it was just like the camera was like in the mirror and pointed at them,
Yeah.
so I didn't even clock that. That was great. Well
That
done.
was a great production catch. Whoever decided to do
Yes.
that, and also was a fun little trick. Like I don't know if it's CGI, and I don't know if it's like a camera trick, but it's like really well done.
That was so I didn't wow, that was amazing.
It's so cool. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Anyway, then they put on some old records, and Ramil puts his hand on the round pun. And he's like, I feel like I'm older than everything here. And he's like, you probably are.
Yeah, you probably are.
And he's like, I opened this shop because I liked old things.
Hey.
Which, you know?
Fair enough. Fair enough. You do seem to.
Yeah. And he's like, what about you? Do you like me? And Ramil's like, of course I do.
I love
And he's like, since when?
Yeah.
And he's like, since you freed me from the painting. When did you start liking me? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, oh, well, since we met in the painting? And my first thought was like, no, because that's when he tried to kill you.
Yeah.
So not then.
Not then.
But then Pun says, actually, I feel like I've met you before. I've dreamt about you.
It's the fucking dream.
So often that I thought it was really you. The man in my dreams. Even wear the same necklace as you.
What has happened?
Is it possible that you're the man I've been dreaming about? Which is super double meaning. Because then he adds, is it possible that you're the one I've been searching for this whole time? Which is like precious and extremely romantic as fuck, but also
Yes.
legitimately means Ramil was there in the past.
Bro, it's like driving me nuts, because like this dream, we have been trying to break down the meaning of this dream since episode fucking 1. Okay, like we have been like, is it a past dream? Is it a present dream? Is it a future dream? Is it a just calling out to your destiny kind of dream? It was a Ramil. I think we evolved to like, is it Ramil being like, come and get me? Like I don't know, because he hasn't been dreaming about it since.
But we know that every time he does, he got the bloody nose, and we know that the bloody nose was accumulated to bind reading. So my guess is that Ramil somehow did do it and read his mind. That's how he knew about him. Or maybe with like a destiny thing.
For half a second while I was watching this scene, he was like, oh, I've dreamt about you, like all those things, like, is it possible you want to search for it? And for half a second I went, if Billy was right like multiple episodes ago and this is a fucking evil twin, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like there's two of them or some shit.
Well, I mean, we know he had the evil half brother.
We do, yeah.
I wasn't far off. Let's call a spade here. I was still pretty on the mark.
You were close. It's
an evil relative is close enough.
An evil relative, and it's Dunk.
So excited.
It's gonna be so fun.
But then Ramil doesn't answer, and he just makes out with him. Which I'm like, nice. Yeah. But also, I need answers.
I need answers, bro. I need answers to the lore. What is happening? So
then we get Jet taking Pokpong to where Pun really works, is what he says. This is where it's revealed that Jet has had Pokpong's phone in agreement to tell him about Pun's story.
He's manipulating this kid! What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm really pissed. Not gonna lie.
I know.
Jets make me angry.
So then, with Elise and the twins, she's freaking out. She's like, where is Jet? He didn't tell me what he was doing. But the twins know, and they're like, don't worry. He's got something up his sleeve.
The way they're setting that up and not telling her.
Right.
It gives me hope that when she finds out, she's gonna be like, this is not a good idea. Because she knows that the main reason Pun has been doing any of this is to protect his brother. That has been numero uno, rule number 1. And I feel like I'm really hoping that this is gonna be the line, and she's gonna change sides.
This is a classic setup for her not knowing Pokpong's coming, because,
Yeah.
like you said, that is what Pun cares about, and this is gonna be her deciding moment, similar to when she texted Pun in that one episode where he had to make a choice whether to go or not.
Yeah.
This is gonna be her deciding moment of whether to see if she really cares about Pun or not. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's what it got. Whether she might still want to kill Ramil, but this is really gonna be like, does she care about Pun and his relation with his brother, or is she so driven by revenge like Jet is that she's willing to put her quote unquote best friend's brother at risk?
I also feel like, Amy, how did you get in here? I closed the door. Why do you do this?
The random. Oh yeah, the random cat walking in is great.
This also is showing, as like a subtype. This is also showing that the look that Jet gave her the other episode of like, did you warn him? Is carrying on through the episodes, because now he doesn't trust her enough to tell her that Pokpong is here, because he knows that she'd probably warn Pun.
Which, fair on his part. Yeah, so I'm curious to see where next episode, when she finds out, if she finds out next episode, or whenever she does, she's gonna be at the crossroads of her, like, destiny or whatever, and she's gonna have to pick a side.
Yeah, I really hope she picks the right one. I have faith. Come on, Elise. You've been flip-flopping like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, also, by the way, speaking of, I think the actress who plays Elise and the girl who was Maria, who died, who they were making out, I believe they're gonna be a couple in the upcoming show.
You say, oh my god, really?
So
I'm in.
I think, because I saw them they were like, when I think to like Manila or wherever for like a family, or Manila, I don't know how to say that, for like a family, and it was like the names meshed together, and so it's like the typical like couple pairing fan meet.
Yeah.
And I remember someone said like, oh, they're actually going to be a couple in the future show, but I was like, I only heard that from that one person. I didn't really see anything else about it. So they could be in the future. I believe the GMM lineup is coming later this month for the 2026.
Here we go. More shows I have to catch up with. Yay!
Yes. But yeah, so I made a bingo board for all that, and made a video about the bingo board I made, explaining everything.
Fun.
But do not watch it, because there are spoilers that you don't know about.
Oh, gotcha.
But I will be live streaming. I'm planning to live stream the lineup.
Oh, maybe I'll live stream the lineup too. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, and then I'll because I watched it live when I was in Korea last year, and I was like, especially with the Only Friends one, I literally like stood up out of my bed, and I was like, oh my god, and like walked around my room when I heard the music. So
I have an idea.
What's the idea?
I know that whenever I go live on Twitch, there's always a little button that says "Go Live Together."
Ooh.
Do you want to live stream that together? Like, we just we could try and like do a double stream with it on YouTube as well, because I know you can stream on multiple websites through like some of these things, but we could try and do that. I guess see if it's possible first, but that would be kind of fun. What time does it usually happen during? Like middle of the night, or is it?
No, normally it's in the morning.
Okay.
It's normally during the week.
Okay. I could always request it. Oh wait,
people are speculating. There's no confirmation. People are saying it's gonna be the 23rd, which is a Thursday
of October.
Yeah, because I saw on a thing where it's like October like schedule for GMM, and it was like, I forget what it was, like a live house or whatever it was on like each Thursday, and then there was just nothing on the 23rd, and it was like purposely skipped over. So I'm like, wait, maybe. Yeah.
How early in the morning is it usually?
I think not like super early, but it's like 8 or 9 maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, chill.
Maybe
all right.
10. I have no idea. I don't. Normally it's on Tuesday, but people are saying it's a Thursday this year, so I don't know what's going on really.
Okay.
Some people are saying it might be split into 2 parts. I don't know. They did 1 year in 2024. Please don't split it into 2
parts. Yeah, I know there were some that they did it into 2 parts, and I was like, please don't do that. Okay, while we're here, I also had the idea of, do you want to react to the finale of Revamp together?
Ooh, well, when is that?
I don't know. We have to do math. It was a thought, and then I didn't know when it was.
So 7, 8, 9, 10. The 25th. Oh, it would be right after the 23rd. The 23rd thing.
It'd be a fun option, and I'll let you know if, like, when I get my schedule 2 weeks beforehand, if it's no longer an option. But
Right.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Back to the whole point of this.
Pokpong's looking at all these people with weapons and stuff, and some guy comes over to talk to Jet, and he's like, "Is it true that Pun's really was the vampire?" And Pokpong's like, "Wait, so that whole vampire stuff was real?"
Yes, but also can we focus on the part where your brother is into a vampire and must mean he's happy and in love? So let's not do this, please.
You know, Jet's gonna say, "Oh, he has mind controlling powers," which isn't a lie.
I know,
but he's gonna frame it in that light.
Yeah, he's gonna be like I knew the second I was like, this bitch is gonna like my brainwash him. He's already started doing it, and he's gonna be like, your brother is with the vampires, but it's because they've brainwashed him. Basically, it's like, no, that's what you are doing to him.
Unless
Please.
Jet actually believes that. Like, Jet is so, like, revenge-driven that I could see him actually believing that Ramil is brainwashing Pun.
I don't see him believing it. I just see him being pissed that Pun betrayed them. I see him being revenge-driven for sure, but I feel like if someone betrays him, I think it's more like, oh, how could they betray me? It's not more like, it's more like, you suck for betraying me and you shouldn't have listened to these assholes, rather than, well, you must not be in your right mind then. Well, that's not possible. Like, I don't feel like he would go that route.
Well, I think originally he was like, he was pissed that he betrayed him, but earlier at the beginning of this episode, he learned Ramil could have mind control powers, and maybe he's connecting the dots where he's like, he couldn't betray me unless Ramil's mind controlling him to do it. Like, I could see him being, like, unhinged enough to be like, Ramil is controlling his mind. Because to him, all vampires are evil.
I see the point you're making. However, we also saw Pun kind of withdrawing before he even got Ramil out of the painting, and Jet knew he was withdrawing. He said, this is the last one, I promise. Like, he knew he was kind of withdrawing from the life before
But he didn't know he'd be in love with a vampire.
True. But I feel like the fact that he was withdrawing before he even met said vampire probably will tell him that this is just Pun loving a vampire. It's not him being mind controlled by a vampire.
Maybe. Well, he knows the reason he wanted to give up was because of Pokpong.
True. But I think that I feel like if he believed that they were mind controlling Pun, then he wouldn't have brought Pokpong in. Because I feel like Pokpong is now being used as a pawn because Pun betrayed him. I feel like he wouldn't have brought the little brother in as, like, something to his advantage if he believed that Pun was being mind controlled. He'd go in and be like, let's try and figure out a way to break this mind control. Maybe, I mean, if anything, we could bring Pokpong in to try and, like, break the mind control because he loves him so much.
I was thinking maybe he's trying to...
The look on his face, like, the sinister, like, plan arises. Like, I feel like that ain't it.
Maybe. But yeah, he explains that Pun was there to kill a vampire, but they caught him.
Yeah.
And then he asks, you want to join us? And he's like, yes, to save my brother, of course.
Oh, no! He's been brainwashed!
Ramil and Pun enter their house, and Methus is there. And he's like, sit down, we need to talk. He's like, here's a picture I took. I went down to Michael's orphanage, and I did some research. And as they show in the picture, he looks at Pun, and he's like, you know this person, don't you?
Your father Dracul.
Like, yeah, that's Father Dracul. How did you get the starring of Father Dracul?
Yes. He's also like, he says like, oh yeah, he was there, but he died. It was just 3 of us that lived. So he thought he died too. Exactly.
So he probably thought it wasn't worth mentioning.
Feel like out of all of them, I feel like Jet's the only one who knows he's, maybe alive, if that is him.
So then Methus is like, well, I went, to the orphanage to look for him for why the hunters want to kill us and everything. Because that's kind of where they were formed, because of the 3 of them.
Yep.
And got this drawing of the priest, who owns the place. And Ramil's like, the priest? And Pun's like, what does this have to do with Father Dracul? What's the point of all this? How do you guys know him? I just remember he died in the incident, and then this is where Methus like, actually, no, he did not. I just found out he's alive. That's what Sister What's-Her-Face told me. Father Dracul is alive.
Yep.
And Pun's like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And then Feratu. Oh my god, it's Feratu!
Oh my god, it's fucking Nosferatu. Oh
it's fucking Feratu! My younger half brother from a different mother.
How did we forget Nosferatu, bro? How did we just like see Feratu and go,
It's
nah,
funny
I
because
don't know
they're
what that
taking
means.
classic vampire names, but making it slightly different.
Yeah.
Between Feratu and Dracul, and not Nosferatu and Dracula.
We were sitting there going, what is that fucking and it's because they took the nos off the front that we had no fucking idea what it was.
Feratu.
Duh.
Nosferatu.
That's like one of the OG vampires. I know him from the picture of him walking down the stairs, like, like, there's a creepy picture of him walking down the stairs.
I just know him from the SpongeBob. So
this is SpongeBob episode.
It's so random because it's like, oh my god, the hashling and slasher, and it's like, oh my god, it turns out to be some guy with like a spatula, and like it was dark out, and he called, but then hung up because he was shy, and then they're like, wait, if you were the one on the bus and the phone, who was flickering the lights? And we cut to Nosferatu just flicking the lights on and off. And there's like, Nosferatu.
What?
And it's so random. And honestly, I didn't even know he was a vampire until later in life. But that's how I know Nosferatu.
That's how you know Nosferatu.
That's how I know Nosferatu.
That's how you know Nosferatu.
I'm wondering if it was just like, that's how they say their name. It's actually them, but it's just how they say their name in Thai. Because like... So I'm wondering maybe that, or maybe they just like were like, hey, let's take famous vampire then change their name just slightly for fun.
Just for fun. Just
and
for
honestly,
for shits and giggles.
I'm here for that.
I'm here for that. I'm so down for like revamping names.
That's the name of the show. Of course they would do that.
Exactly. We got to revamp the vamp.
Yeah. So then Ramil's like, after being expelled from the family, he disappeared.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think he's Father Dracul.
Yeah.
The owner of the orphanage where...
Except he's also old and wrinkly, so like, what the fuck is going on?
He lost his powers, I'm telling you, and he grew old.
Or he's using a scapegoat.
Maybe. And then...
one of the two.
Yeah. And then you look at the picture! And it stunk. 100%.
It blinked away so fast that and I'm over here, and my monitor's like way over there, so like I barely saw it, and I was like, oh, could be, and then it was gone, and I was like, okay, wait, no, I need a closer look at that. I paused it, I stuck my face right up in my monitor, I went, oh, hell yeah, that's there's no other way that's anyone other than Doug, bro.
It's 100% him. I solved it, I figured it out, it was great.
Congratulations, you knew Gun by his ear.
I did, apparently. Just a little freckle or mole on his ear, and I was like, wait, I'm clocking that.
I'm so glad I didn't, like, come home from work and then sit there until 2 a.m. looking at everyone in the cast's ears, because I wouldn't have found anything.
You would not have, and that would have been a waste of time.
You would have left.
I would have.
You would have been like, oh, sucks for you, but it wasn't anyone.
Anyway, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
MVP for this episode?
Oh, let me think.
I know mine. I feel like it's fairly obvious for me.
Oh my god, I don't know. See, I'm trying to see. I know what we do for MVP. We pick the person who's had the most effect on the show. Fuck. All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Jet.
Methus.
Oh, Methus is a good one. I like Methus.
I picked Methus because he did research and got some pretty big info.
He did research. Hell yeah.
Like, and he did research, but he also got info about Feratu or Dracul or Dunk or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Got research on him and revealed that to Ramil and Pun, and now they're like, wait a minute, they can all start connecting the pieces now too, which was a pretty big evidence and clue. And honestly, he's the only one who really bothered to look into this. Like, no one else really cared, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out. So props to Methus.
Fair. Props to Methus.
But I will say, honorable mention would have gone to Jet, like you said.
Yeah, I fucking hate him like so much, but he's making the most effective plays right now. Like, he's the one affecting the story the most in this episode, because not only is he brainwashing Pun's little brother, but he's also making further plans about how that could affect Pun and the rest of the vampires, and how that could work in his favor. So, I don't know what is going on with him and the coma Dracul in the church. No idea what's going on there, but I would like to, so I can make more informed decisions in the future.
Right.
So, tier list.
Yes.
Tier list. I'll go first. Mine moved around a bit. No one that was in the S tier moved around at all. It's still from bottom to top, Metis, Pokpong, Mekin, Ramil, and Pun. They're all still in their little order there, and I'm comfy putting them up there. However, the people at the bottom moved around quite a bit, honestly. In my D tier, Jet is at the bottom, because he's pissing me off. And above him are the twins. They're all at the bottom. Fairly certain that they all just are evil. Pretty clear as day for the moment. Traumatized, but evil. I don't know about the twins, to be honest with you.
I'm wondering if the twins will have trauma in any way, shape, or form.
I'm wondering too. Maybe they found them after they had trauma, and then they kind of built it up from there, because they weren't at the orphanage. So I don't know what their deal is.
Yeah.
But they're all there. They were laughing about, oh, he's got Pokpong, and I'm like, oh, fuck all of y'all. So they're all in D. In C is my only other two people. I've moved Kiar down from B to C because he is greatly pissing me off. I get he has trauma, and we've kind of talked through some of it, so I will wait and see more about where he goes before putting him anywhere else, but I did move him down. But I put Elise above him. I put Elise above him in hopes of a peace offering. I'm hoping to manifest that she will see this and draw her line, because I feel like she's been like all over the place in these tier lists. Like she's been like she can't make a decision, I feel like, and it's like killing me. So I don't know. I'm putting her there in hopes that she will surprise me and do the right thing. That's why I put it there.
Okay, I see that. Though I did not move it drastically as you did. For my D tier, I just moved Jet down to the bottom and Elise up to the front of D tier.
Gotcha.
Mainly because she could, or she could choose not to. Like, I don't know where she's gonna go, but because there's like a slight open door for her to come around, I did put her at the top of D. But if she decides to close that door, she's going back to the bottom, like full.
Oh yeah,
like
me
a full
too.
stop.
Me too.
So I don't want to move her drastically because I'm like, we still don't know what she would do.
She's not going any higher than C until she does something.
Yeah.
No higher than C until she does something.
The twins are still in C. B and A are still empty. And the only change in S was I moved Methus to third and pushed Pokpong down to fourth. Yeah, mainly because Methus was great this episode and did the research and proved I was right. Therefore, I give him credit for that. So he is now third. So not much change for me this episode. Yeah, I'm excited to see where things go.
Yeah, me too. I was, the second it ended, I was like, fuck, like, I want to know more so badly. I want to see shit.
I was hoping we would see Dunk in this episode and he would just, like, show up or something.
I know.
I want to know, I want to see him.
I thought, like, maybe there'd be a chance that, like, we saw that drawing, and then, like, right as the credits hit, I was like, please have an extra scene that shows, like, Dunk, like, just, like, sitting up and being like, time to go to work, or, like, you know, like, doing some shit, like, planning shit. I was like, please.
Or, okay, I have another theory.
Cut to next episode.
What if his power is age? And he's purposely making himself look old to think he's human and normal and mortal, when in reality, he could just, like, shapeshift back to being young and be like, surprise.
Might be a bit of a stretch. However, we do know shape-shifting is a possibility, so he could shape-shift into, like, an older person. And
we know that he's also so half-brother of Ramil.
Half-brother.
Different mother, same father. Ramil was born a vampire, I'm assuming Fratu was too.
I'm assuming, yeah.
So he might have more than one power, if Ramil did.
Could very well be possible.
Because if their father was, like, the main rich bloodline, they would both have that. So he could have multiple powers.
At least have more than one. So he could, since he's a half brother, he might only have two, but, like, I feel like it's very possible that he has more than one. And one of them could be the mind control power as well, which is why Jet got his memory controlled or erased or whatever. It's all lining up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if Jet's actually really being a pawn this whole time, and we just don't know it yet.
That'd be sick. Like, I would love that. That's
like,
crazy twist.
Jet could be the pawn this whole time by Fratu, and he's actually the real big bad. And
he'll be like, no, I worked to kill you guys. He's like, what? Me? Like, no, I've been moving you wherever I needed you. Like, you were always where I wanted you to be every second of every day.
Oh my god.
Oh god, what did you have? What epiphany just entered your mind? What?
Dude, he was banished from the family. That's why he's after this bloodline.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, you make a point! Oh my god! It's all lining up, bro! It's all lining up! Oh my god! Bro,
This is his
bro,
revenge.
another insane ass theory. Let me work here, okay? Let me cook.
Okay.
What if, as previously stated, one of his powers is shapeshifting? What if he's Jet? What if Jet actually did die that night? And he shapeshifted into him and has been trying to take them down from within the Hunter's regime and has been using it to take down the vampires?
The only issue I have with that is that Jet was talking to the father.
What if that's actually Dracul? Like, what if that's their father? Like, what if Dracula? Like, Dracula is what, like...
Feratu is Dracul. Ramil confirmed that after seeing the picture. Because he's like, that's my half-brother. That's not Dracul.
True, but no one has seen Dracul except for Jet and the nun. They just see that no one knows that it's like an old-ass looking man. You know who the fuck he is.
Maybe. That would be a cool theory. That's my only issue with that, is that Jet was there, like, holding his hand. So I'm like, I don't know if that's the case. And he said he was...
I have no idea what's happening there.
Yeah, and he was the one who told father, he's like, don't worry, by the time you wake up, all the Joe Noel vampires will be extinguished or whatever.
Did he say that he's his half brother by the same father and not the same mother?
Ramil said he's my half brother from a different mother, which means same father.
Okay. Damn, because that would have worked really well if it was the other way around, because then he would have been like, oh, those people cast us out because we're not like pure Joe Noel or something like that, so let's kill them all. It would have been perfect, but like, no.
Yeah, so...
Oh, no.
Also, side note, what I really want, I know this probably won't happen, I would love a flashback of, like, young Feratu in his, like, evil killing days. Definitely seducing Jung and then killing him.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be iconic. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if it did,
but
I'm just saying,
great.
I think it would be fun, and it would be a great little June Duck moment to throw into the series.
Come on, throw it in there. Come on, GMM, you know you want to.
I'm just saying. I think it'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
Probably not, but it's fine. Another theory. Oh my god, all the theories are happening.
This lends to my theory about him shapeshifting into Jet and being Jet this whole time.
Okay, yes.
He's been seeing Jet's been seeing the ghost of his younger self at the church, just sitting there. What if that's actually, Dunk being like, that's the boy I killed and turned into.
But he keeps disappearing. I mean, could be. He does keep disappearing, though.
He could be seeing like the ghost of young Jet, but it could be not Jet seeing it. It could be Dunk seeing it and being like, that's the person I killed, and like now I have to be that person. Like I have to connect with that person.
I thought you were saying that Dunk was the little boy Jet. Like he was shapeshifting into him to remind Jet what he's fighting for, almost, but making it think it's his own like trauma.
That's a fun theory too. But I was thinking of in terms of like.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yeah, Dunk seeing like young Jet over there and going, "That's the kid I killed, and I am now that person because I shapeshifted into him right after I killed him." I don't know. It's an option. There are many options. We just have to find the right one.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm very excited to see this whole thing play out, though.
So am I.
3 episodes left.
3 episodes left! Oh my god!
Well, that was our recap of Revamp The Undead Story, Episode 7.
Yes.
Join us next week where we will be recapping Episode 8 of Revamp The Undead Story.
Hopefully with Dunk.
Hopefully Dunk will show up and make his grand entrance. It'll be great.
It'll be great.
So, yeah, we'll see you all next time.
See you then!
Bye, bro.